What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, aka Benny P, with another Minecraft Bedrock 1.14 plus video. This is a tutorial on a very simple and easy cow farm that doesn't involve any wheat. No wheat with this farm. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is set it up, AFK, and you will be getting these guys like crazy. You saw a bunch of them just spawn in, and they will fall in and burn up, and you will get cooked beef and free leather. So free cooked beef, free leather, awesome food source, awesome source of leather here. So if you need a cow farm, this is the way to go. So a little bit about the rates here. We're about 400 cooked beef per hour, so you're gonna get about 400 of those and about 230 leather per hour. So I did two 2-hour tests and they're pretty close to that number. So again, about 300 cooked steak and about 230 leather. So that's pretty good for just standing here and watching these guys spawn. Now, before we go further in this video, I want to say, please leave a like down below, please leave a comment, and please hit that subscribe button and that bell, and that way you will never miss a video like this from me. And also, we started in the last episode asking you guys some questions to comment on, and my question today would be, what do you call your mom, or what does your dad call your mom? So quick synopsis here. My name's aka Benny P, also known as Benny P, which is a nickname. So I'd like to know the nicknames that you call your mom, or the nicknames that your dad calls your mom. So my dad, I don't really have a nickname for my mom, I just call her Mom. That's pretty much it. But my dad's always called my mom Goober for some reason. Not really sure why. Maybe because sometimes she acts like a goober. But anyways, leave your comment down below. Let me know either what your dad calls your mom or what you call your mom. Kind of a pet name or a nickname. And I would love to see those comments down below. And just want to interact with you guys more, so this is kind of a cool idea that I came up with. And let me know what you call your mom. So let's get to this farm. What is it exactly? So we are in a mushroom biome, as you can tell looking around. We're in a mushroom biome. You can also tell by the water, the gray water. That means you're in a mushroom biome, which is good, because what happens in the mushroom biome is nothing really can spawn here except for these mooshrooms. So that is what allows this farm to actually work, because no other passive mobs can spawn here. No other hostile mobs can spawn here. Only things that can spawn here are mooshrooms and then the scary flying guys. So when you create your pedestal up here, you might want to protect from phantoms to make sure you don't get killed while you're AFKing. But anyways, besides the point, those are the only two ads that can really spawn in this area. So what that allows us to do is set up a little simple spawning platform like I have here, and you'll see mooshrooms will kind of spawn in 4 or 5 at a time, and they'll just kind of boom, spread out and then fall into our collection system, and that's what's allowing us to get all of these drops. So let's see if we can catch one more on camera here. Boom, there we go. See, 4 at a time, they pop in, they kind of walk around a little bit, and eventually that guy will fall in as well. And when that happens, another 4 will spawn in, and this happens maybe every 10 seconds or so. So that's why we're getting so many drops here, and we can just stand here all day and get all the leather and all the cooked beef that we would like. You see, we also just got some more spawning in. So what's going on down here? We have this little mechanism here that what it does is it dispenses lava. So it's kind of hard to turn off, but okay, now it's off. It's just a dispenser with a lava bucket with a simple clock built into the back of it. And when we flip this on, it does like a 1-tick pulse and then removes the lava. The reason you can't just put a lava blade here is because, like that just happened, if the cow falls into a lava blade like that, then they will not drop anything, any items. So you want to make sure that you do it exactly like I did, and I'll show you guys how to build this clock here in a minute. But basically, this is going to allow for them to actually fall through and create the leather and the cooked beef, instead of them just burning up like floating in the lava and not falling all the way down to your collection system. So that's basically what's going on here. We just have a line of hoppers heading into there, surrounded by glass. We can knock that glass off, don't need that. And then we just have 2 large chests with some more hoppers leading to that bottom one. And that is pretty much it for that part, the killing system. The collection system is super simple as well. We have a 17 by 17 pad here with a square cut out of the middle, and then we go up one level higher with 3 blocks in, and then we kind of make a ring all the way around outside and put 1 higher in the corners. And then you can just place your water in each of these corners, and then you can place your waters on each of these blocks in each chunk. And I'll show you guys how to do that water section in a minute over there. I've already built the platform, but I figured you guys didn't need a block by block tutorial to put the platform in, but we will go ahead and fill in the water for you guys, and you kind of see what it looks like empty and what you should have when you get to that part. The next thing is we just have a bunch of rows of mycelium here, and then a bunch of buttons on each row. So what that's going to do is these cows are going to think that these buttons are actual full blocks, and they're going to try to walk to them, and then they're going to fall down in our collection system. Also, this is 3 blocks high from the bottom there. Let me show you that. So if we put in a block here, block there, and a block there, you can say 3 blocks of clearance down here to your bottom part of your collection system. That's so no cows hit it and get stuck on it and all that stuff. They have plenty of clearance to get through. And it doesn't help you to build multiple layers of this, just because they can only really spawn on the top layer. So if you had multiple layers, it wouldn't really help. Maybe if you crisscross the layers, then the top one, but I don't know. I think the buttons will count as being on the surface as well. So really all you need is 1 layer like this, and I just started in one side of the chunk and made all the way over to this side of the chunk. And that's basically all I did. We ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. So, the last thing to say here is where we put our AFK platform. So, we put our AFK platform, I think it's 26 blocks above the middle here. So, the very middle is right there. So, I just went to the middle mycelium and I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Looks like it's actually 25. 25 or 26 is about where you want to be. The reason being is that will allow you to spawn ads right below. So let me cut into the next part of this video and we'll start building this farm. Alright, we're at the the collection platform that I already set up before this video. And again, this is just a 17 by 17 area down here, with 1 level higher, 3 by 3 all the way around in a big circle, 3 deep, and then 1 row around with 1 block higher on each corner, like so. And this doesn't have to be chunk aligned. I just like doing my stuff chunk aligned, which is why I have this texture pack on. But feel free to put this wherever you want, as long as it's still in a mushroom biome. So it doesn't have to be chunk aligned, so don't worry about that. Alright, so how do you put in your water here? So what we're going to do is we're just going to put 1 water bucket at the top part of each of these corners. So those blocks right there, we're just going to put a water bucket. And that's all we have to do there. You should have some kind of diamond shape like this. Now, I just like to come right here and just put water all the way down like so. There's really no wrong way to do that part. You can put water starting all the way here or here. I just start at the chunk and go all the way down. Again, this doesn't have to be chunk aligned. I just like the way it looks, so we're going to do it like this. And then I can pop all those waters in, and oh, you don't want to do what I did though. You see how these are not water source? These are water sources now. You want the water to be running here. So if you accidentally do what I did and put your water source 1 in, this isn't going to work correctly, because if an ad gets stuck right here, they're not going to move. So what I do when I screw something up like that, I just run a row of blocks like this to make sure that I get rid of all those water sources, and then run 1 more like this. You can see we didn't. And then that should empty out all those water sources, and then we can break those blocks again and retry to put in our water buckets, because Benny P screwed it up because he's not very good at Minecraft. Alright, so now we can go back and actually put in our our water buckets the correct way on these end blocks. You can either place it on the bottom one or the side one's probably safer to place it here so you don't do what I just did. And then all the way across, and you should end up with something like this, with all these waters just pushing straight into this hole. And also another thing I should have mentioned before is how high we're putting this up. We're putting this up high enough where I don't activate any spawns down there on the ground. So there's a couple of different ways you can get this high without activating spawns down there. You could pillar up, but you're gonna have some mushrooms down there that you won't be able to kill and like keep from activating again. So you have to switch back from peaceful back to survival or back to regular difficulty mode to clear out all of those, and that may not even do it either. You may actually have to like go to creative and plus kill and then switch back to survival. So what you really want to do is you want to make a portal at the top of here where it's going to be like at like 32 or 27 or 26. Don't really go below 26 or 25 because then you'll start activating some of the land down there and you'll have mushrooms and they won't ever spawn up here. So you have to build this farm this high. The bottom part of my platform, this first platform is at 130, and then we're gonna go down 2 blocks for our killing chamber and then like 2 or 3 more for our collection system. So we'll end up being at like 125-ish. I wouldn't go any lower than that. You can even build this higher if you want, no problem. We're kind of at cloud level right now, which is kind of cool. You'll see the clouds kind of roll through eventually maybe. But yeah, a little note on how high you need to build this up. And again, just create another portal that's already this high up in the world, that's above a mushroom biome. Don't ever load that mushroom biome there or this will break. So if you ever load these chunks in the mushroom biome, it will break. So I would say pick a mushroom biome that you don't use, or you don't use like half of it where you never load that piece. So just be careful about loading and unloading this mushroom biome, because if you do that, you may get mobs spawning, you may get these mushrooms spawning down here, and you may never get to this to work again. So you need to be super careful about that piece. But anyways, we got our water collection system done. So now what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and work on our killing mechanism down here. And a couple of things we're gonna need glass, we're gonna need some dispensers, we're gonna need some signs, and a lava bucket. And then we're gonna need a redstone repeater, a lever, and a redstone torch as well. I didn't grab that. Let me grab a redstone torch and a couple of pieces of redstone. So that should be everything we need to do this killing part of the farm. And then I'm just gonna go 2 down. I'm gonna put signs right here. 1 there, 1 there. And then we can put 2 down here like so. And then 2 over here. Actually, we're gonna put our thing right there, our dispenser. So now we're just gonna put our dispenser right here like so. And we're gonna drop this lava bucket in it. And then we need to finish off with 2 signs here. And now we want to put our collection system right below this, and we want to cap this in like so. So now all our hoppers are going to go below this. So right now I'm just going to build a little platform for me to stand on to put in the hoppers. So, and then I'm also going to put some blocks here to run the hoppers into. These are all temporary blocks. We're going to break these out. Be careful how low. I got a little close there. I think you can go to like 120 and be okay. So you may want to build this up a little bit higher so you don't activate anything down there. So now once you've done that, you can put your hoppers in straight to that block like so. I would put another block below this that you can put your collection, your chest on. So now we can just grab our chest like so and just plop it right there. And that is our collection system, our killing little thing pretty much done. So now all we need to do is create the clock to allow this to work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come out like this. Basically, let's put a block under this block right here and just kind of come out this way. And then you're gonna want a block here and then keep this coming this way. And then place a temporary block there and a block here. This should work like so. And now we can just put our redstone torch right here. We can put our lever, or sorry, a repeater pointing in like that, and we can put a lever right there, and then we can put a redstone torch right here. And once we do that, we should start seeing lava like spread in, just like so. That is perfect. So that is our little mechanism done. Make sure this is on 1 tick. That's what worked best for me. You can play around with that tick, but I would say just put it on 1 tick and it should work. So there's our clock all done, and we can flick that on and off from right here. And our collection system is totally done. So now all we need to do is build up our spawn platform. So again, pick one side, start at that 16 block, like the one in the corner right here. Go up by 1, 2, 3, and now we can build our platforms right here. So let's just take our mycelium, and we're just gonna make a strip all the way down to the end of this little, to the end of that row, just like so. And then I just come over by 1, and then I run this all the way to the end of the chunk again, 16 blocks, like so, and then down by 1, and we just continue this process all the way down. I'm going to speed this up so you guys don't have to see all of this, but here you go. Alright, go ahead and come back in and knock out these spacer blocks. You should have just rows like this without the spacers in between. And just like that. Now you should have something that looks just like this. So that's pretty much our spawning area. Now what we need is grab a bunch of buttons. Not really sure how many buttons you're going to need for this, but let me show you what you want to do. So, grab your buttons, put one on every end, and then one on a row like so. Just be careful and make sure you get one on every single piece. And then I would just do one on the inside here like this. Your first one should have them all the way around. And then your next one, you can't put buttons on this side because you already have a button there. So you're just gonna go down like this, straight down with all your buttons like so. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this in a time lapse. That way you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do this all because it takes a little bit. So I'll cut back when I'm done. Alright, all our buttons are set. You can see we have a cool cloud rolling in here. I think this makes this farm super cool with like the clouds cutting into it. It won't affect anything. It's not a visual glitch. It's actually clouds coming into our like building area, which I think is kind of cool. So we're pretty much done now. We have our killing mechanism down there. We have our spawning platforms. So now what I would do is I would stand right on top of this block and place a block right there. And then go up by 25 or 20, in this case we're gonna do 26. The reason we go up 26 blocks is because things can spawn within 25 blocks of you to 54 blocks. And in the next update, things will actually despawn when they're 54 blocks away. So you need to make sure your collection system and your killing mechanism is no further than 54 blocks away. So if we do this to 26 blocks away, our AFK platform, then the mobs won't despawn as they fall down, and everything will work correctly for the next, for 1.16, I believe it will be. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, maybe? 20. Oh, we're not built. 25? 26. Okay, for some reason I couldn't place a block there. Alright, so that's 26, and we're kind of on this corner, so I'm just going to build out a little 4x4 square, and this should be right in the center, and you can see we already have cows spawning in there, and they're already falling to their demise. So that is our farm pretty much done, guys. Super simple here. So all we need to do is that. Now you can just stand up here at your AFK platform. You could actually, if you wanted to, the way this worked out is it's actually at 160. You can build a portal at 160, like in the middle where you want to make your farm, and then have a portal that leads right to this block right here, and then you could go down from there and start making your farm. But anyways, guys, this is pretty much it for this farm. Now you can just stand here in AFK, and we should see some more popping in here in a little bit. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. Again, leave me a comment below. Let me know your nickname for your mom or your dad's nickname for your mom. Just leave that in the comment as a little fun thing. And then also hit that like, leave me a comment on the video. Let me know how I did. Let me know how this farm works for you guys. And also hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye. As it rains on me and Shane for killing these cows. Bye.